So you watch these videos here on YouTube and everyone tells you to meditate because it will #change your life. But why? You know you're meant to do it, but what exactly does it do to you? Why is meditating such a life-changing experience? Meditation is mind training. So just how we train our muscles, we can also train our mind. And what meditation does is it trains our mind to notice our thoughts. Okay, cool. So what is the big deal about that then? When we practice noticing our thoughts in meditation, we get better at it. And what ends up happening is we actually start to become more aware of our thoughts during our everyday life. When we're not meditating and we're just out living, we'll just begin to start noticing our inner voice more clearly. And the greatest thing about noticing your inner voice is that you can catch it before it starts to say something damaging. Every time you catch your inner voice worrying about something or ruminating on a negative experience, you get a chance to stop it and change your pattern of thought. And then once you start changing your patterns of thought on a consistent basis, your life begins to change. That's the crux of it, and that is exactly why meditation changes lives. And I'm not just saying that. I know that's a bit of a buzzword, but it really is one of those practices that does change your life. Because once you start becoming more aware of your thoughts and you start noticing these thoughts earlier than you would have in the past, you can rewrite what you're thinking and essentially rewrite your life. That's why meditation is so vital. If you want to keep living the same life with the same problems and the same future ahead, then go for it. Don't meditate. Don't worry about it. But if you see more for yourself, if you see a calmer future, a clear mind, a more positive view on how you see yourself, then meditation is for you. Over the next 3 days, I'm taking you through this mini meditation series for beginners that will consist of 3 videos. Video number 1 is today, and we're talking about why we should meditate. Video 2 will be out tomorrow. I'll teach you how I meditate, and we'll talk about different ways to meditate as well. And then video 3 will be the next day, and we're going to then talk about how to build the consistent habit of meditation. So that's going to be a lot of tips and tricks in that video. You know these people who have a really calm aura and aren't reactive to situations? You can be that person too. Meditation will help you to be less reactive. It can also reduce anxiety and stress, better your emotional regulation, enhance your self-awareness, and improve your sleep quality. So interestingly enough, a very small amount of people actually have an increase in anxiety when they start meditating. Now, the reason I want to tell you about this today is not to scare you, but to just make you aware of it. Meditation can bring up some really strong emotions, and some people just may not be ready to cope with these emotions. So something that is so vital to remember about meditation is that when you start to notice your thoughts, you do it without judgment. You notice your thoughts with compassion. We'll cover a lot more of this in video number 2, but I just wanted to bring it to your awareness that yes, meditation can increase stress for a small amount of people. And I just want you guys to be aware of that so that if it does in fact happen to you, you can then move forward with caution and perhaps get some help from a professional. So, what are the common misconceptions of meditation? The first common misconception is that meditation isn't about emptying your mind. I repeat, the goal of meditation is not to empty your mind. It's not about thinking about nothing. If you do that, you will likely become increasingly frustrated and you may give up. We can't just start meditation and switch off our thoughts like that. However, we can slow them down and we can notice them and pay attention to them. So when we meditate, we are training our attention rather than emptying our mind. Another misconception is that we have to sit down for hours to meditate to actually see a benefit. Nope, this is also wrong. I am a mother of a toddler. I have a 3-year-old son, very busy boy. He doesn't nap during the day. I run 2 YouTube channels. I don't have spare hours in my day to sit down and meditate. Every single meditation, whether it's 1 minute or 30 minutes, is practice. And every time you practice paying attention to your inner voice, it's just like another rep at the gym. Every rep builds the mind muscle. So I would start with 5 to 10 minutes and then build it from there. No matter who we are, how busy we are, we can all find 5 minutes in our schedule to do our daily mind training. So here are some real results to expect. Within days, you can start to see some really small attention improvements. Within weeks, you'll see an improved stress response. I know this one from experience. The more I meditate, the better a stress response I have with my toddler. And then within months, you'll also notice a deeper awareness. Here's the good thing and the bad thing about meditation. The bad thing about meditation is that the very deep and transformative benefits that you're going to get come from consistent meditation. But the good thing is, once you start seeing results, you'll start to crave meditation. Like, you'll be a little addicted to it because you can see how it changes your life. So it does get easier. You just have to get over that awkward hump of building it a habit. You'll become addicted to the results and addicted to the new person that you're becoming. And then you'll just want to do it every day. So please, if you want the most out of meditation and you really want to build a consistent habit of meditation, make sure you also watch video 2 and 3 that are in this series when they drop over the next few days. Otherwise, if you're watching it a bit late, they will be up on the screen for you to enjoy now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.